Hey, Games for Life here, and in today's video we're gonna do some chemistry. No, I have no idea what I'm doing, so this is gonna be great. I hope it all ends well. Alright, so here's my plan. I want to build an atmospheric condenser and a chemistry lab here on Glacio, because it's missing from the base. I mean, you can clearly see that we've got no chemistry going on in here, right? So that clearly means we need a chemistry lab and atmospheric condenser. If you don't know how the base got this big and what we did exactly, then you should go check out the Christmas playlist. All of the videos are right there, so save it and watch it after finishing this video. Okay, let's take a look at what's required in order to build this. So we've got the atmospheric condenser, we need iron, glass and plastic. Okay, so that means we need to build the chemistry lab first, because plastic is crafted at the chemistry lab. So we'll build the chemistry lab first, for which we need tungsten, glass and ceramic. Okay, let me search for these. There we go, we'll get this crafted. In the meantime, we've got some platforms over here. We need 2 of them, and let's see, where do we want to place the chemistry lab and atmospheric condenser? Maybe here? Would something like this work? Well, I guess. Let me see. Maybe we do some of that. Yeah, I guess it looks good. So let's get the platforms set up. We can have it like that, for example. So the chemistry lab would be on this side and the atmospheric condenser on this other side. I think this works. Maybe move it a bit over like this. Okay, so the chemistry lab is done. Let's place it on the platform. Unpack it. So here we go, we can now craft all of these things. We'll need some gases too, so we'll visit some planets later in the video. For now we need plastic in order to craft an atmospheric condenser, so let's get carbon and compound. Don't forget to connect it to power, oops, and anchor it to the ground as well. Great, let's connect this other platform too, just like that. And now we can craft plastic, right? So this shouldn't take long. There we go. So we've got our plastic right here. Now what else do we need for an atmospheric condenser? We need iron and glass. Alright. Shouldn't be too hard. I think we have iron over here. So all we need is 1 glass. And we've got the glass right here. So let's go ahead. Oops, the other way. So let's go ahead and craft an atmospheric condenser. I've also crafted some medium platforms right here, so we can place them. I mean, medium storages, I meant, so we can place them on the platforms. Alright, because we'll need these for sure. This should be done in a second now. And there we go. Let's get this unpacked over here. Great, now on Glacio we only have 1 type of gas, but there are 6 in total, so it's hydrogen, argon, methane, nitrogen, sulfur and helium. We'll only be able to get argon here on Glacio, so we'll have to get the other gases from other planets. But for right now, let's set this on repeat and create tons of argon. Alright, because we'll need all the gases in order to create all of the stuff in here. You can see we need all of the gases. So now, let's go to Atrox and Calidor in order to find the missing gases. We've got an atmospheric condenser farm on Atrox, which produces 3 different types of gases, I believe. And the rest of them we'll take directly from Calidor. So let's go ahead. Oh, actually, if I remember correctly, we need to replace the medium storages on Atrox once we take them, so the farm can keep going. Yeah, so I'll grab some of these. I believe we only need 6, so that's all I'm gonna take right now. And let's go to Atrox. There it is. And let's find our farm now. If I can remember where it was, because I don't think I put a beacon on it or anything, but I might be able to. I think this is one. I might be able to remember where it is. I hope this is the one. Yeah, this is it. Alright. So let's go ahead, grab these. Okay, so this is our atmospheric condenser farm on Atrox. You can see we've got tons of stuff to give it power, and 3 atmospheric condenser, each doing 3 different gases. So we've got methane, nitrogen and helium. These are really important gases and we've already got half of them. So let's go ahead and change this. And the atmospheric condenser is already making another one. Good, so we've got 16 methane. We'll also get 16 helium. And last but not least, let's get 16 nitrogen. There we go. Now we've got the 3 gases. We've got argon on Glacio, so all we need is sulfur and hydrogen from Calidor. Let's get this back to Glacio. And you can see the farm is now working again. I think building such a farm on Atrox is a great investment because you can keep using it over and over. And basically all you need is just power, which I know is a bit challenging on Atrox, but it's not that hard. Alright, so let's head back to Glacio. And here we go. Let's get these offloaded over on this side. We'll just replace these like that. And we'll put these back on here. Great, and argon production is going well. We'll have 16 argon in no time. So now all we need is hydrogen and sulfur, which we'll get from Calidor. So here we go, this is Calidor. Let's find our base now. Oh, it was right there. Okay, so we'll wait for it to come back around. And there it is. Let's land. Right, and we've got tons of gases over here. So we've got nitrogen, helium, hydrogen and sulfur. Okay, so this is what we need, hydrogen and sulfur. Let's take this, we'll put it on here, and we'll take this back to Glacio. Just like that. Great, now let's find our base again. There it is. Let's land. And now we can have this on as well. Move that out of the way. Now we can put this over here. Great. I'll throw this onto the ship. We might need it in the future. So we've got the methane, we've got the helium, we've got nitrogen, we've got sulfur and hydrogen. So we've got 5 of the 6 gases. The last one being argon, which is coincidentally the only one we can produce here on Glacio. So we can have as much argon as we want to. That's not an issue, all we need is power, and we've got tons of power pumping through the base at all times. So I let this atmospheric condenser create 16 of these argon, and then we'll put them over here. So then this will be our area with all of the gases. So we'll have 16 of each, but actually in one of these canisters there are 5 units of the gas. So when you use a gas for the chemistry lab, let me show you. For example, let's say we want to make explosive powder. So we put 2 carbon into it and sulfur as fuel, but it will only take 1/5 of a sulfur canister, which means we've got 16 times 5, that's 80. So we've got 80 of each gas, which is a lot, so we won't be needing any more gases for quite a while. And with this addition, the Glacio base is now completely autonomous. We don't need any help from other planets, except for when we'll need some gases again. But from now on and for a long time, the Glacio base is completely autonomous. We did it! Also, don't forget about the Christmas playlist, guys. Make sure to save it and watch it all, so you can see how we built this whole base. That's all for today. I've been Games for Life, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, Astroneers!